Hi there, we're at the Penetanguishene Hall of Fame in Penetanguishene, Ontario, and I just met Mr. David Dupuis, and he's an author here in this region.
Yep.
Tell me about yourself, David.
I'm actually retired now, but I was a nurse at the Penetanguishene Mental Health Center, now called Waypoint. But I've been writing books all of my life, and done history books, and done a couple of hockey biographies.
Let's keep talking, David. And keep talking. I'm going to take a look at some of your books here.
And so now the last 5 years or so, I've concentrated on a series called The Seven Keys of Hildegard, which is a historical fiction. In a nutshell, it's about a boy who's destined to be the last pope at the end of time. But the first book starts in 1917, and book 4 that I'm launching today takes place between 1989 and 2005.
Well, very nice to meet you today, Dave.
Yeah.
I actually did a contract for Waypoint way back when I was interviewing people who had connections with Waypoint and Oak Ridge.
Right.
One of my dad's and mom's best friends, George Johnson. Did you know him?
Who's that?
George Johnson.
Yes, I knew who he was. Yes.
Yeah, he was one of the nurses at Oak Ridge as well.
Before my time, I went to Oak Ridge in the later part of my career.
Well, I was really lucky. I got to do a series of interviews for a book called Encounters.
Right, I was part of that committee for a little
Were
bit.
you? Oh, when I was
Yes.
We never met, but I was one of the researchers on that project.
Okay.
And of course now it's a film documentary about Oak Ridge because Oak Ridge is no more, right?
Right. Yes.
Wow, what a privilege it was for me to meet all of those wonderful people who had once lived on the site.
Yes, for sure.
As children growing up with parents who maybe have been nurses or psychiatrists.
Yep.
When Waypoint was once, it had community gardens.
Yep.
And was really, really well integrated in the community for sure.
Totally, yes.
What years did you work there?
I worked there from 1978 until 2003.
So, Mr. Dupuis, I've given you my business card. I hope that we can connect again in the future.
Absolutely.
I'd love to interview you about your past history as an employee of Oak Ridge, but also learn more about your books in the future.
That would be awesome.
I'm going to put this video on my YouTube page because it went a little longer than a typical TikTok video. I do like to do shorts, but I suspect you and I might do a long interview.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to do a longer interview in the future. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.